in the matatus. Huyu preacher anasimama anajichocha, anasimama anachukua Bible, anajichocha, anajiweka nguvu, and then they start preaching about Jesus. They preach. I know majority of us have interacted with them, especially those people who travel and who use Thika Road. So my comparison, the content creation is that inakubidi ujichoche, you face the camera, you look at the camera and you say things. So in most cases you'll find like the preacher is preaching in the bus. There are other born again Christians who are assuming and pretending they're not listening to the word, but now they continue, they move together with the preacher, Now the same happens here in the content creation. Before you get that courage to face this camera and open up and say something, there are so many of you who are like me, who get in the camera and looking at it is a very big issue. There are so many of us who have content, who have a lot to tell people, but they cannot face the camera. They don't have the strength. They don't know what people will say. Let me tell you something. If you look at these young people, and I've been looking at this gentleman from Modern Furniture Pacific, and there is the other lady from I think from Kui, we call them Damawa Mobile Spares. Then you have Karagoa Muraya. If you look at those people, they just put the camera. They are dealing with, for example, Damaris deals with spares. Everybody else is dealing with spares in Nairobi. Tunaum jamaa viti, everybody is dealing with furnitures, but they decided to look at the camera. You know, you need to gather the courage. You market your stock, you market what you do. You tell people what you feel. Some of you are gifted in music, others are gifted in giving the word, others are gifted in whichever field. And now because you don't want to seem desperate, you don't want to seem like you have lost it, because that's what in most cases you'll find people thinking now, this gentleman or this lady is out there. So just face the camera, put the camera here and start recording. Talk to people, tell them what you do. If you're in a business, record the business that you have. You're dealing with whatever that you're doing. Take a picture, take a video, put it in the TikTok, put it in all the social media platforms. This is the era of social media platforms. And for sure, those who not embrace technology, you'll be left behind. And you mark those words, you'll be left behind. So najua it's not simple to gather yourself, unaweka kamera hapa kama sasa vile na kuongelesha. I'm talking here. You wake up early, you prepare, you sit down, and then you record and go to job. No, you see, if you don't do something extra, whatever you have been doing in the previous years, you will still continue doing it. For example, if I work in an institution, I'll continue working there. If I record or not record, I'll still work there. So it's you to gather the strength. You're a musician, put it there. And actually don't go for so much expensive things. As I progress, I will try to show you what I'm using here. So I know it is not simple. It is not simple to face the camera. Jana kuna majamaa unapatanga wakifanya gym hivi, wakifanya gym kwa barabara. I think I was telling myself, if I gather such strength, ati naweza simama mbele ya watu and I start doing things, recording videos kwa barabara, going to street na record video kwa I talk with people, I think I would have made it. You know, overcoming our fear and the fear of what people will say is one of the things that have been dominating us and making us feel like we are not able to do anything. If we overcome our fears, we'll be able to do a lot. We'll be able to let people know who we are. We'll be able to reach people. We'll be able to tell people what we do, how we do it, and when we do it. So this video was just to encourage someone out there. For example, uko na salon. You have a salon. Unauza nguo. You sell mitumba. And then you deal with technologies. You are there in branding. You are out there in web-based programming. You deal with desktop programming, that is installable programs. Just record yourself. Let people know what you do. Either they say you've become desperate or not. You need to move on. So some of you, they just need to record one video and you progress like never before. There's this lady called Aziad. Forgive me, but of course I know. The lady recorded one video, and currently that lady is unapproachable by a lot and very many companies. There is this lady whom we follow silently. Akode is followed silently by a lot of people. But that lady, she get the strength, put the camera when she's doing the practice, when she's doing the exercises. She put the camera when she's on vacation. She put the camera when she's all over, and she command internet. Then you have the other man here, Kiegei. This man, internet have really, and this camera, this one that we are talking with you, and of course the favor of God, overcoming the fears. So and of course, at least continue. We have so many others who just decided, let me overcome the fear, put the camera here, record what I do, let people know what I do, expose my services to them, and then see what will happen. And that's what majority of us are not able to. We are there overcoming, and unaenda kuweka kamera, unaweka hivi. Before I started recording these videos, I would put the camera here and do like this, sit there, look at it, and then finally I reason within myself and ask, what will people say? Now they will think I will be having a lot of questions in me. Then I'm like, I wake up early, put and set up this thing, then I record myself. Am I not running mad? Then there is always the people who surrounds you. What will they say? There is a lot of fear to overcome. Then you are there, I don't have anything to tell people. So if you are out there and you are dealing with whatever services, and you've been having fear to put yourself in a video, kindly put it, encourage yourself, look at it, talk to yourself, talk like you're talking to so many people. Unaona kama sahi, I'm assuming I have 1,000 people out there listening to me, or 2,000 listening to whatever I'm saying, and maybe inaweza kuwa hata ni mmoja tu. It can be only one that I'm talking to. Kwa time umefanya video, umejikusanya, you've done some research, unaiweka online. Unapata you have 2, 3, 5 in 1 week, kuna 50, 40 something. So if you start doing for instant responses or for instant growth, then you'll be missing the mark. Those people who are doing the videos when they are starting and they are doing it for money, actually if you start recording, and some of you will know, it eat more than it gives. But you see, if you're doing it for money, then you are doing it wrong. So my people, we are out there. Wewe ni mtu wa salon, mtu wa kinyozi, mtu wa fundi, mtu wa electrician, musician, ukifanya kazi, piga picha. Kama uwezi kufanya video, take a photo. Umeweka stima na mwenyewe amefurahia, take a photo of your work, expose your work, let people know. It is not a must again that you record the video, but if you can, the better. So if you record or not record, there is no bone that you break. If you record or not record, your work still remain. But you'll find I also do logos and the websites. And before I could have the logos in my status, or before I could have the logo in my social platforms, I could do them silently. But one day I decided, let me upload this logo in my Facebook. Or I'll upload this logo in my status. And I'm telling you, I got a chain of customers to deal with that time. And I was doing it not for anything, but I had done the logo myself, and I want to know, let me just put it there and put a price. So some of these things that we do, we don't know where our grace is, or where our favor is. So you've been doing the last year, you've been doing the normal things, you've been fearing to face the camera. Kindly face the camera, set up your machines, actually take just that phone that you have, record yourself. If you are a musician, sing. If you are a worshiper, worship. If you do whatever you do the counseling, deal with it. If you are out there, you are whichever work. I've seen some gentlemen who are in construction industry, na kila siku wana record, I've seen makanga, they are still recording. And for your information, because I know you are listening to me and you are in all social media platforms, go check all the people you know, famous, if you not find them in the camera. No, I'm not saying all, but there are those people who have dominated the social media platform. Like Jogos juzi nimeona ameenda Mombasa Road where there was flood. Then ako hapo na katawel. Then he's out there recording the video. You know how much that gentleman could have earned from that. So my people, all said and done, if you overcome our fears and the fear of what people will say about us, we'll be able to do exploit, we'll be able to experience our full potential. If you are a counselor and you deal with counseling, why don't you just record a video and talk to people? There are so many of young people, old and whichever age, who are in mental health issues. If you are there, you deal with them, you are a medic and you are specialized in a certain area, why don't you just record a video, or you create a social media platform? And if you are not able to, you can see people like us, we manage your social media platforms. If you are a facility and you want people to know what you do and you don't have a specialty in those areas, you can locate us, you can give us a call, and we can manage the social media platform for you. So just overcome your fear. Ignore what people will say. If you are doing it with a clean heart, and of course if it is ethical to you and to the society that you want to consume. So thank you again. I hope that we will overcome our fears and do much more than we've been doing. So thank you. Have a wonderful time.